G'day guys, Steve with Broken Sprocket, and in this video we're going to take a close look at my Toyota Hilux. I'm going to go about this video in 3 stages. Stage 1 will be explaining what the car was like when I purchased it. Stage 2 will be all the modifications and work that I've done to the car since I've owned it. And stage 3, well, that will be all the problems and things that I've had go wrong with the car since I've purchased it. Well, let's get started. So, what was this vehicle like when I first purchased it? Well, to start with, it's a 2009 Toyota Hilux SR5. It's the 3-litre turbo diesel and it has an automatic transmission. I purchased the vehicle used in 2015 and it had 160,000 kilometres on the clock. It was a fairly standard car. It had standard alloy Toyota wheels, standard Toyota suspension. It had a Toyota bull bar on it, which was quite ugly. The snorkel was on it and it had a long range fuel tank. Other than that, it was a standard Toyota Hilux Ute. So let's go through the modifications I've done since I've owned the vehicle. Well, the first thing that I did when I purchased this vehicle was I went out and got a 2-inch Old Man Emu lift kit for this car. I also got the 32-inch mud terrain tyres and I've got the plain steel wheels. I did have a problem with the Old Man Emu front suspension as it was way too light, and when I added bull bar, winch and all the rest of the accessories, the Old Man Emu front suspension couldn't handle it. So I simply just put some tough dog suspension in the front and this fixed all the issues. I still have the Old Man Emu suspension in the rear of the vehicle as this has worked well. I've obviously gone through a few sets of tyres. This is about the 3rd or 4th set now, I don't remember, because this car now has over 405,000 kilometres. The second thing I purchased on this car was a used canopy, which also came with roof racking, which is really good. And I use it a lot. I think this is one of the best additions that I have made to this vehicle so far. The roof rack is very strong and has these extra rails that go all the way into the tub, making the roof extra strong. There's also a roof basket for when I require it. I then purchased the Iron Man bull bar, run inside steps and these brush bars. And I also got a Rumba 11XP winch, which complement the vehicle nicely. Other accessories are a Uniden UHF radio, some LED spotlights, a Kenwood stereo, dual battery system, and a power outlet to run my fridge. So, how many problems have I had with this Hilux since I've owned it? Well, problems for my Hilux have been very few indeed. At 320,000 kilometres, I had to replace the standard radio because the touchscreen no longer worked. It was also at this time the alternator and starter motor also needed to be replaced. And at 380,000 kilometres, I had to replace the ball joints. And now with over 400,000 kilometres on the clock, the car is still going strong. I have done all the service and maintenance to this vehicle. Every 10,000 kilometres I change the oil and oil filter, and at the same time I rotate the tyres and change the fuel filter. Every 20,000 kilometres I will change the air filter, but at the 10,000 k intervals I'll also blow any dust out of the air filter. Unless I've done a lot of dusty dirt road type of driving, and the air filter will be changed at any kilometres just to make sure it's clean. I change all differential oils, gearbox and transfer case every 30,000 kilometres. I've gone on a big adventure to Cape York in this car. I've gone down gunshot in this car. I've had water over the bonnet, crossing rivers and such like. I've had the axles bogged in deep in mud where I've had to winch the vehicle out several times. It's towed motorbikes all around the place. It's got me to and from work and everywhere that I've wanted to be without fuss. And it still goes as good as it did the day I got it 400,000 k's later.